Welcome to VLC, the virtual learning capsule. Coming up next on VLC, On the Right Track. You want to know more Bible facts? Come with us, get on the right track. On the right track, on the right track, on the right track.
Hello, boys and girls. Welcome aboard the Safari Express. My name is Jasper J. Johnson Jr.
And I'm his faithful assistant, Watson.
We're using the speed of the Safari Express to fly down the rails so we can deliver important letters to the churches.
Letters written by the apostles.
That is correct. Are you ready to find today's letter, Watson?
Only if I don't have to look out that window.
Watson, are you still carrying on about that window?
That window does not like me.
Watson, now that's just silly. Windows are inanimate objects. A window doesn't have feelings towards people.
Well, that one does, and it hates me.
You worry me, Watson. Just take a look and see what the destination board says.
All right, I'll have a look, but I want you to know I'm doing it under protest. All right, well, that is a deadly hippopotamus.
That's impossible. Hippos are only found in Africa, and Africa is miles and miles away from here. I guess I've got to see for myself. Guess what, Watson? I did not see a hippopotamus.
That is because that window does not hate you.
The train bulletin board says we've got to deliver today's letter to Corinth. So let's get the mail on the rails. All aboard! The Corinthian church was struggling with their newfound Christianity. I know a fellow who helps people when they are struggling. Let's drop in on our counselor friend, Pete.
Well, hey there, Jasper.
Pete, I'm glad we caught you between sessions. We're trying to bring a message to the Corinthian church.
Oh, it was really hard for the Corinthians to change and become more like God. Whenever they struggled to do the right thing, it made them feel weak.
Speaking of feeling weak, there's been no joy around here since Brianna left for college.
I know, Dad. It's true. This is my dad, Pete. Dad and I do miss little Brianna, and it does make us feel weak in the knees.
I even wrote a sad rap song about it. I'm about to spit some sad rhymes. Beep, beep. We lost our baby and now we're feeling weak. We're both so sad that we can hardly speak. And now you find us in our darkest hour. All we can do is turn to God for power. Word.
Word? Are you saying that we should turn to God's word, the Bible?
There is power in godly words of encouragement. That's why Paul wrote the letter to the Corinthians.
That's right. Paul wrote, "But we have these treasures in jars of clay, to show that this all-surpassing power is from God and not from us."
So Paul was saying, our bodies are weak like clay jars, but
Even though we are weak, God is always strong.
thanks so much for sharing those thoughts with us, Pete and G-Pa.
I wrote it all down. I have excellent shorthand. See?
Well, Watson, I think I'm getting a better understanding of what the Corinthians were learning.
Then let's get that letter to them right away, Mr. J.
Just a moment there, Watson. I do want to help the Corinthians feel stronger, but there just might be more to this message.
Well, if you want to know about strength and weakness, we should visit our wrestler friends.
Right you are, Watson. All aboard! Are you there, Bible thumpers?
Bible thumpers in the house. Thump. I am Logos.
And I am Rama, and we are the reigning Tag Team Bible Champions.
Bible thumpers, we need to learn more about weakness.
How dare you?
How very dare you?
Do you know who we are?
Do you even know who we are?
We are the Bible Thumpers.
The reigning Tag Team Bible Champions of the world. We don't know the meaning of the word weakness.
Oh, well, weakness means lacking strength.
We have the strength of 10 men. We never lack strength.
But the Corinthian church was not as strong as you guys.
Oh, why didn't you say so? Those Corinthians struggled a lot with weakness.
That is why Paul wrote them this letter. Paul said to them that when he felt weak, he spoke to God. And God said, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness.
Then Paul said, therefore, I will boast all the more gladly about my weaknesses, so that Christ's power may rest on me.
That is why, for Christ's sake, I delight in my weakness.
In insults,
In hardship.
in persecutions,
In difficulties.
for when I am weak,
Then I am strong. Thump.
Woo!
Oh,
Get it?
yeah.
Come on!
Thank you, Bible thumpers. Did you get that, Watson?
I wrote it all down. I have excellent shorthand. See?
We have 2 great letters. Let's get them to Corinth.
Let's get the mail on the rails.
All aboard! From Jerusalem, we headed north, turned east at Asia Minor. Next, we crossed into Macedonia, turned south, and made our way to Corinth.
Hello there, beautiful people! Reginald Van Peloton here. You remember my lovely wife, Karen?
The Van Pelotons? What are you doing in Corinth?
Oh, we have a lovely summer home here in Greece.
Greece is the word.
Well, we've got 2 letters about weakness for the Corinthians. I believe the Corinthians already know about weakness.
These letters teach us that when we are weak, God is strong.
I love when God is strong.
So do I. I also like when my coffee is strong.
We'll get those letters to the church. You can always count on we Gentiles to deliver God's word. Go Gentiles!
Go Gentiles!
Well, Watson, I'm pretty sure the Corinthians are going to be encouraged by God's power.
I know I am.
We all are. Remember, you don't have to worry when you feel weak because God is strong enough to keep us on the right track. See you next time!
On the Right Track has been brought to you by VLC, the virtual learning capsule.